to get with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Rome, joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get a full slate of baseball. We do have NFL. We do have CFL today. We won't be going over any of those. But if there is any questions, we'll answer them. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And August has been incredibly frustrating. Another bad day in baseball. CFL has been awesome. In the NFL, had Cleveland Guardians, first five money line. They lose the first five, tie it up in the top of the six. Actually, take the lead in the top of the six. Take the lead in the top of the six. They end up giving up in the bottom of the six, but yeah. Pittsburgh money line was never the play. Oakland, Washington, first five, under five. I thought I was going to get the push. It was 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth. And with a 3-2 count, with two outs and nobody on, a solo shot. Lost. Cool. New York Mets, Atlanta Braves, first five over 5.5, finished 5-0. Full game over, lost as well, and so the Mets team total over, as the Mets become the first team in modern era to have 7+ hits, draw 9+ walks in a 9-inning baseball game, and not score a run. Thank you to Vogelbach for going 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and stranding like 5 runners. Appreciate that. I don't know why the hell he's still in the 5-hole.
I'm guessing that Vogelbach has some type of blackmail on Steve Cohen or something. I don't know what's going on. Why is he still on the team?
I seriously don't get it. Why Vogelbach is not DFA'd by now. But honestly, we'll move on. Boston, Detroit, first 5 under was a loser. It was 1-0 in the third. And then in the bottom of the fourth, they scored 3 runs, the Red Sox. And then the top of the fifth, the Tigers scored 2 to kill the first 5 under. The LA Angels team total over 3.5 was a loser. The full game over was a winner, 8.5. There was 14 runs scored in the game. I can't get an over 3.5 team total. Milwaukee Brewers first 5 run line, full game run line, both losers. The easiest play of the day, though, was KC and St. Louis, first 5 over 5.5, full game over 10.5. That game was 9-0 in the second inning. It was 9-3 in the third, and I cashed both of those by the third inning. That was nice. San Diego Padres, first 5 -0.5 was a winner. Full game -1 was a winner. Seattle Baltimore, first 5 under 4.5. I do not know why I added that, but the full game -1 for the Mariners does come through. Colorado LA, first 5 under 5 was a winner. And then I pushed the San Fran first 5 and lost the San Fran first game, full game. So had in the MLB 7, 12, and 1 down 5.26 units. In the CFL, it couldn't have gotten any easier. The Alouettes, I believe, won 41-12. It was beautiful, and it was like 17-3, 24-3 at halftime. It was a complete blowout. First half -2.5, full game -5.5, win-win. 5-0 in the CFL to start the week because got all 3 yesterday at the Elks, got both of them with the Alouettes. We're riding with the Lions today. The NFL went 2-4, down 1.72 units. I should have gone really 3-3, I feel. I should have taken a full first half into the full game. And I was staring at a couple plays that I just didn't add that would have won. Atlanta, Miami over 37 was a loser. That was Miami couldn't put up anything yesterday. Green Bay, Cincinnati over 35 was a winner in the first half. That was nice. The Giants blew a double-digit lead. They didn't cover the -3. They lost outright. Pittsburgh
season form, cool.
Yeah, you're hilarious. Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay over 40 was a winner. That one, Tampa scored with I think about a minute left. And then the last two games, the last one came a little closer than it wasn't close though. It was 18-17. Denver, I think, won the game, and I had the over 37. Huh?
Arizona did.
Arizona won the game. All I saw was 18-17. I didn't remember who won. And then I beat a nice little line movement. I got the Cleveland Browns at -120. They closed around -3 favorites, and they lose outright. They scored a touchdown at the end and missed a 2-point conversion. So overall, 16-11 and 1 down 5.78 units. Overall in August, 83, 104, and 8 down 20.16 units. It basically ruined all the good work I did the last 2 months with 11 terrible days of August.
That's rough. Yesterday, I thought we were down more. I realized I forgot to track the Montreal play. So it ends up helping us out a tiny bit. We're still now down for the month. It is what it is. We're down 4.27 units, and we got some work to do. Started off yesterday. EPL did not work out. I took Burnley +1.5, Burnley, and they were down 2-0 before halftime, lost 3-0 outright. So, and I believe Man City scored 4 minutes into the game. So that was fun to see. Not really. The over in the Pittsburgh Steelers game, winner. Giants, loser. Over in Green Bay, winner. Over in Atlanta, loser. Pittsburgh money line, our play of the day, 9-2 loser. Ouch. Mets lose 7-0. Couldn't get the over for us. Cleveland loses. Montreal covered for us. Missed on the over in the New York game by 3 points. Not fun. 162 points. 89 from New York. So couldn't get enough from Chicago. The easiest play was the over in that St. Louis game, although I also said Kansas City, but hey, what were they up 9-0? Ended up being 12-8, so a lot closer.
It was a little bit more of a sweat for people who had KC money line than they anticipated.
Milwaukee run line, they scored 1 in the 10th. Couldn't get the run line there. San Diego run line, continue to fade Arizona.
Yep.
Did
their favorites today?
Oh yeah, because Zach Gallen's on the mound. Did who do you call have a good game? Oh yeah, most of the runs came in later in the game, so I'm guessing Blake Snell still looking good. Blake Snell, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts in 6 innings. Yeah, I'll call that a good start. I'm liking my Blake Snell Cy Young ticket at this point, Nick. Yeah, the over in the Denver game, loser. Over in the Las Vegas game, Las Vegas scored 113 points. So yeah, that one went way over. 113-89. Also, Vegas would have covered the 17.5-point spread as well. And then the last 2 plays of the day, Colorado money line, loser 6-1, and San Fran money line, loser. I guess they started coming back, but I personally didn't watch any of the later games or didn't even pay attention to them. I just woke up to it because I fell asleep at like 10 o'clock last night. So I don't know anything that really happened in those games. All I know is the results. But end up being down 5.87 units, down 4.27 or something for the month. Time to dig us out. And I'm mad because I didn't realize today there was a 5-game EPL slate. And I'm only going to be able to get into the last game because I completely forgot.
Yeah, that's A-okay. That is A-okay. We'll head to the chat here, and then we'll get into some baseball. Juan saying, good morning. 3-0 yesterday. Steelers -3. I was looking at them, staring them down. Never bet it. And I was looking at the Giants first half as well. Never bet it. First half under Giants and Padres -1.5. There you go. Today was looking at Colts -3.5. Jets first half under 19.5, and Colts. Any thoughts on those 3 plays? I didn't get to that Colts game. I'm on the Panthers. I never got to that Colts game though. West Ham game, halftime draw, and Fulham game, halftime draw, both hit. Some good plus money.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of 0-0s and then 1-1-0.
Arsenal money line and over 2.5 hit. There you go. Good morning, fellas. Brewers got me yesterday. I did cash on the Cardinal first 5 over. Yep. Brewers won last night, didn't they? Yeah, they didn't cover
won, but
run
didn't
lines.
cover.
Yeah, I had them first. Yeah, had first 5
Had them run
lines.
line, so that's kind of useless. So it's a loser in our book. They lost in our book.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Just watched Ballin' Out with Earle. There you go. Sadly, yesterday I lost because of the Marlins and the Dolphins. Onward, yeah. Earle's going to be taking the Guardians today. That's a fun matchup because we get Sharon Armstrong and Gavin Williams.
No, I'm taking the under. They don't like to score for Gavin.
Yeah, I think the under is more of the
But
play.
I know Craig Wood does not like Gavin Williams, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking more of the under. Sheesh, I rarely do first 5, yeah. I was looking at the Steelers and everybody, yeah. I'm on the Diamondbacks run line just for the hell of it. Good luck. I have no interest in the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, no.
I want to bet the Cubbies, but some people humping up on the Jays.
I'm not humping up on the Jays. I'm humping up on the Cubbies. Let's get it.
I have not bet a single MLB game so far for today. I wanted to talk them all out. So, what you have the Colts jersey, so you need to bet them. I don't need to bet them. Sean McDermott's track history in the preseason is really strong. Even though they're not going to be starting starters, the Bills have some really good depth, which I think could lead to an over. But I haven't bet anything in that game, and I don't know if I will. So, good morning, guys. I had a great day yesterday. Let's keep it going. There you go, RVD20. It's a sign. It's a sign that I threw a jersey on because I'm running out of jerseys because I'm going back to Greenville on Monday. So,
Nick, I should throw on a Vegas Golden Knights jersey so I can bet them today.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah. Morning, fam. I'm on the Rockies. I want plus 1.5 in money line, Orioles money line, and under the Rams and under Jets. Good luck. I was leaning a little bit towards the over in the Rams game, but I didn't bet it. Yes, D-backs might break the streak today. Be careful.
No.
And until they do, I will bet against them. I think
we've made enough money betting against them that if they lose one, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I don't hate Gavin Williams. I just think he will be better after his rookie campaign. That's fair. I hope he is. I know next year I'll have a Cy Young ticket on him.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Munchie. I love the under the Jets. There you go. We'll get it kicked off with game 1 of the doubleheader. I wish this wasn't a doubleheader today because I would love to look at game number 2 because Spencer Strider's pitching game 2 and the Mets own Spencer Strider. But that's beyond the point.
Well, who's pitching in game 2? Jose Quintana.
Yeah, it's Quintana.
I
I don't want anything to do with game 2 because it's a game 2. Let's take a look here at the line history in this spot. We have Winans and Reyes. This line did open up at a minus 210. It's still a minus 210. It did go down to a minus 202 at one point. Line opened up at an 11 minus 105. It's down to a 10.5 at minus 120. So it actually has moved down the total, and there's been no line movement on the side here in this one. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game, see if it represents a move towards the Braves or no move towards on the side and move towards the under. And it shows it should be going to the over, but it's moved towards the under. 48%, 46% of the tickets and 98% of the cash is on the over, and the line has gone from 11 to 10.5. 36% of the tickets and 91% of the or 93% of the cash is on the New York Mets in this game as well. I do think this line's a little wide in this one, just a little bit. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one. For Citi Field, game 1, minus 2% runs, plus 12% home runs, minus 6% doubles, triples, minus 7% singles. Looking at the pitching matchups here, Alan Winans, I believe, has had, one start?
Yes.
He's had
one start in the MLB this year.
One start, and it was against the Brewers. 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, and 4 1/3 innings pitched. He struck out 5. Now, on the other side, Denny Reyes has pitched for the Mets this year, has not pitched much for the Mets this year, and it's a bullpen game for the Mets. He's gone 0.2, 1, 1.1, 2, 1.1, and 1. The last time he pitched in the major leagues was against Atlanta. He gave up 5 earned runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, in an inning in that 9-8 game. So he was the one responsible for blowing the lead in that game. I believe the last time we saw Reyes was in Durham. But looking at this game for me, this may sound weird, but I think the under could be a look. When we look at, I'm looking at these 2 bullpens, the edge does go towards the Braves. 4.10 FIP, 3.85 Sierra, but the Mets bullpen's not been bad. 3.79 FIP, 4.18 Sierra. And this would make me a little nervous, but I'm leaning towards an under in this game. It's a 6 for the first 5. I think I want to pull the trigger on this first 5 under 6. I know everybody's going to look at this game, see 2 no-name pitchers, and think just the over is the clear and obvious play. But I think the under 6 is worth a look here in this spot.
Yeah, I don't think I have the cojones to go under in this game, Nick. Normally I do, but not with these guys pitching. If I'm going to approach to this game, it would have to be approaching both games and taking either, and I recommend this for no matter what side you're on, either take the Braves run line is minus 140.
Okay, I think I like the under even more. Can I quickly say one more thing?
Go ahead.
No Lindor in this lineup, and this is the lineup the Mets are running out there. Ortega, Vientos, McNeil, Alonso, Vogelbach, Almonte, Navarez, Stewart, and Aruz. Give me the first 5 under 6 at minus 108.
Yeah, okay. Now I can go under in that game. Wow.
And the lines moved down even though 98% of the cash is on the over. Give me the under.
Yeah. After hearing that lineup, yeah, fine. I'll
ugly. That's a punt lineup.
That might be a thing I have to tweet at. Who do you call it? Fade you. Yeah, I'll ride the under with you. Let's roll with that. I know that sounds scary because the Braves could easily put up 12 runs today, but and just for the description, just look at the Mets lineup. Enough said. Okay. Yeah, let's grab the under. If you're taking sides, it's got to be Mets both games, money line, saying that they split. I don't think there's value in any of the Braves because they're that big of favorites.
Yeah, minus 140 on the run line game 1, minus 135 on the run line game 2. No value on them.
There's no value on the Braves run lines.
So. Fair. I'll head back to the chat. I think the Mariners sweep the Orioles. No, nobody sweeps the Orioles. They win at least one in this series. I mean, they haven't gotten swept in 71 straight series. There's no way they get swept in this one.
Okay, stop it. I know you hate them, but could you stop that?
Yeah. Lean Newcastle money line and Ajax money line.
I'm on Newcastle, yes, but it's got to be minus 0.75.
Good luck. That total doing crazy things. All the money was on the Mets earlier. It's still all the money is on the Mets. The line has not moved, which kind of scares me out. I mean, the lineup sucks, so I understand why the line's not moving. That's why they're just betting the Mets because they're a big dog. And win ends probably shouldn't be a minus 210 favorite. Top 5 QB first starts go first half under in the preseason, back for years. There you go. Lean under 2.5 in the Real Madrid game. Good luck. Yeah, Quintana. Don't play doubleheaders. I don't play game 2s of doubleheaders. All that money on the Mets and the line staying put. Yeah, I have no interest in the Mets at all. Yeesh. Lean first 5 over and full game under. I'm on the full game under. Or first 5 under. Keep it simple. Atlanta. Sounds like free money. 98% of the money is all on the over and the line moves down. 100%. Like the under 8.5, under 10.5. Yeah. I didn't know Lindor. Yeah. Mets offense, can they hold the Braves down? I see this weird thing when teams with bad bullpens have bullpen days, all of a sudden, like, I don't know. It just seems weird, but it goes under. And sometimes they win those bullpen games. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm on the under now. Thanks for mentioning that fade lineup. Yeah, I usually don't mention lineups. I usually don't.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at a replay from last night. Did Vogelbach actually strike out on a ball that hit him?
I did not watch. All I saw is he struck out.
Yeah, this is a quick clip, so we're not going to get in trouble for it. But this is last night. Come on. He struck out on a pitch that hit him. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a straight clap in both games, 6-1 and 8-2. Cool. The way Cappit last night, the total was 8.5 or 9, and then it went. Then it's an under. And if I feel like they didn't know the pitching matchup last night, and that's why it went from an 8.5 to a 10.5. We'll move on. We have the Toronto Blue Jays. They're hosting the Chicago Cubs. Blue Jays are minus 110 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. And let's take a look at this pitching matchup between Chris Bassitt and Justin Steele. Line opened up at a minus 135 for Toronto. It's down to a minus 110. Minus 109, my bad. And the line opened up at a 9. It's down to an 8.5. So the line moved towards the under, and the line moved towards the Cubbies in this spot here. Let's take a look at the line history in this one, where we have 61% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the Cubs. The lines move that way. 73% of the tickets and 53% of the cash is on the under, and the line has moved that way as well. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal in this one, see what type of hitting conditions we have for this game. And in Wrigley, Rogers Center, minus 4% runs, 0% home runs, 3% doubles, triples, minus 6% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. We get a decent one here. Justin Steele and Chris Bassitt. Justin Steele, 3.03 ERA, 1.52 whip, 9.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 2.73 walks per 9, a 3.56 BABIP, but a 4.32 FIP and a 3.80 Sierra. On the flip side, Chris Bassitt, 3.18 ERA, 1.41 whip, 8.76 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 2.65 walks per 9, a 3.40 BABIP, a 3.83 FIP, and a 4.24 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Jays. 3.90 FIP, 4.03 Sierra, compared to 4.70 and 4.02. Here's the one thing that does make me a little nervous on this game, because I'm leaning towards an under at the moment. Nobody's hitting right-handed pitching like the Cubs are the last 30 days. 153 WRC plus, which is number 1 in baseball, compared to 98, which is 16th. So that does make me a little bit nervous here, having to rely on Chris Bassitt to shut down the best offense in the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. I am leaning towards a first 5 under in this game as well. I see this as another low-scoring game. We've seen the Toronto Blue Jays just not hit the ball since they've lost Bo Bichette. Here's what they've done offensively: 2, 3, 1, 0, 3, 13, 5, 7. They hit at Fenway Park. 1, 4, 3, 2, 2. It's been just quiet, and more quiet here from the Toronto Blue Jays. They've been playing nothing but unders, and I think that continues into this one here. I'm going to go with the first 5 under 4.5 in this one at even money.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs gonna win today. Cubs. I'm back in the Man of Steel. He's been fantastic. I believe the Cubbies are 14-7 when he pitches. They've won 4 straight of his starts and 8 out of his last 9 starts. Justin Steele's just been fantastic. The Cubbies have been one of the hottest teams in baseball, and I'm pulling up the standings. The Cubbies are back in a wild card spot. And how far are they back for the division? They are currently 2.5 games back for the division. Cubbies division, come on. I'm going to keep rolling with them. If it's not broke, don't fix it. This has been a team that's just been winning, and I'm going to continue riding the team that's winning. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Going to beat up on the team from over the border today. Give me the Cubbies today.
There you go.
They did a free pick me on it too. So
yeah, I remember. I saw you did a free pick on that game last night. I would lean Chicago as well if I had to bet the side.
Cool.
My bad. I would lean Chicago first 5 if I had to bet the side because I think Justin Steele can shut down the Jays. But what I'm worried about with my under is whether or not Bassett can shut down the Cubbies. That's what I'm more worried about.
I don't think he does.
I think he does enough for this first 5 under. Vogelbach looks like more like the guy serving beers on the concourse than an athlete on the actual field. Correct. I'm on the Cubs first 5. Yep. Jays money line for Goodnight Munchie. Blue Jays for Fernando. And the over 8.5. That's fair. We say Cubs and under. He goes Blue Jays and over. I trust Steele more than Bassett, and I trust the Cubs offense more than the Blue Jays. Fair. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Jays are going to win. I'm just kidding. Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers in this one here. The Red Sox minus 190 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's up to a 10. This line has moved up. The line opened up at a minus 182, minus 180. Now it's a minus 192 for the Red Sox, telling me this line movement says that Matt Manning is vulnerable. We have, 57% of the tickets and 88% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved up, telling me that probably the over is the look here in this one. 26% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the Tigers, and the line's moved towards the Red Sox here in this one. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. Fenway Park, the second best hitting conditions on the slate. Plus 14% runs. They're tied for the best with a stadium we'll be bringing up later. 0% home runs, 20% doubles, triples, 8% singles, 14% overall. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Brian Bayo and Matt Manning. Matt Manning, 6.66 ERA. Nice. 1.36 whip. 7.03 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 1.48 walks per 9, a 2.99 BABIP, but a 5.53 FIP and a 4.65 SIERA. On the flip side, Brian Bayo, 5.34 ERA, 1.36 whip, 6.59 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 2.51 walks per 9, a 2.86 BABIP, a 6.03 FIP, and a 4.30 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes to the Red Sox here. 3.87 FIP, 3.98 SIERA, compared to 4.01 and 3.84. Hitting advantage goes towards the Red Sox, 107 WRC plus, which is 10th, compared to 92, which is 22nd. All these numbers are pointing towards Matt Manning getting hit in this game for me. And I'm kind of interested in the over in this spot. A lot of money coming in on the under, and they're just making it more appealing to bet it. Unfortunately, the Red Sox team total is a 5.5, which is not going to have me have any interest in this over for the team total for the Red Sox. I do lean Boston in this game. If I had to get to a side, I'm going to play the over 10 in this game, though. I think that's where I'm going to go for this one. Over 10 at minus 120.
Yeah, I want the Red Sox today. This is a Red Sox team, and I know it's going back to one of these stats, Nick. 13-6. In the game started by Brian Bella. And he's the 4th most profitable pitcher on the slate, only behind Dean Kramer, Tejan Walker, and Andrew Abbott. And 1 cent ahead of our guy, Austin Gomber, after he lost last night. I like the Red Sox in this game. I'm going to back it. Somebody who's. It just proves to me that they're winning with him on the mound. And Matt Manning, I'm not super high on. You look at his last 3 starts, 6 earned runs versus Tampa, 4 against Pittsburgh, 7 against the Angels. And then 0 against the San Diego Padres in 2 innings. But no, he's been getting torched up his last 3 starts. I expect the same from the Red Sox today. I like the Red Sox. I would run line them. What can you get that run line at? Even money. You can get even money on their over on their run line. That's where I would go in this game.
I like it. I was leaning that direction. I wanted to take their team total over, but 5.5 scare me. Yep.
I'm gonna grab the Red Sox.
All right. Markel saying pass. K leaning towards the Red Sox team total. Let's take a look real quick. You can get their team total. It's minus 140. First 5 over 2.5. That's not a bad look either. There we go. Just real quick, in the Jays-Cubs games, the team totals being offered are off. The Jays, the favorite, team total is 3.5. The Cubs is set at 4.5. The books think the Cubs win? ? It tells me that they think that if the Jays do win, they don't score runs. They think if the Jays win, it's a 3-1 type of game. If the Cubs win, it's a 5-3 type of game. That's tricky. Yeah. Also keep in mind that the line has been dropping. The line opened up at 135 for Toronto, and it's down to like a minus 110. So that line's going to flip, and I think once it flips, because the Jays are still technically the favorite. Oh, wait, they are 3.5. Actually, let me take a look at what they are on my book. Nope, they're both 4.5 on my book. 4.5 plus 110 for the Cubs, 4.5 plus 115 for the Blue Jays. So still the juice is interesting with that one. That's an interesting look there. Tells me the under, maybe for the Jays. What's good? Behedity? Morning. Choice. Good morning. Choice over is right question.
Good choice. Over is the right.
Yeah. With all those celebration to the retirement of Miggy. Interesting. Man, I'm chomping at the bits to back Andrew Rabbit when I can. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, yesterday wasn't a good day. And he is 4-3 recently in those Tigers kids being good. The Tigers have been sneaky. Ova, yes. There we go. I'll pass. Kind of like the minus 2.5 with the Red Sox. All right. Minus 190 is not good. It's a trap. I don't know. The Red Sox is not a team I particularly want to lay $2 with. Tigers run line for Fernando. Tigers money line for Behedity. Favorite underdog for Behedity is the Yankees today. I know it's hard to trust them. Yeah. The line is moving towards the over as well in that Jays-Cubs game. It is? I saw it going down. It opened up at let's see what it opened up at a minus. Where did I read that one there? Did I not read the line history in that game?
I have not.
No, here it is. Yeah, it opened up at a 9 on Bet Online, and it moved down to an 8.5. It's moved down half a run. Did it do that on DK as well? On DK, it opened up at an 8.5. Okay, I can see what you mean. Depending on where your book opened up, yeah. No pitchers worth minus 200. Wrong. Some people are. This explains that. Yeah, I didn't know Bo Bichette is out. Yeah.
Bo Bichette? Where's Bo Bichette?
Yeah. Minus 105. Yeah. On my book, it opened up at a 9. And it went down to an 8.5. That's what I saw. I read my line movements off of Bet Online because they open up the lines earlier than most. We'll move on to the next game here. Are they? I know I typed this up. Are they actually minus 245 favorites?
That doesn't seem right.
No, they're 145 favorites. I knew
I was
that.
about to say, there's no way Gavin's that big of a dog.
They're 145 favorites in this game with a total of 8 in this spot. This is a This is a matchup that hits for me. We have Gavin Williams and Sean Armstrong, ECU Pirate versus ECU Pirate. Line
Granted,
opened up.
granted Armstrong was a lot longer ago.
Oh yeah, Sean Armstrong. He played for ECU. He was born in New Bern.
Oh, wow.
He was a Pirate. Where was he? East Carolina. He played ECU in 2008, like all the way back then. I think it was like 2005 to 2008, something along those lines. Let's get into the line history in this spot here. Line opened up at an 8 minus 110. It's actually up to an 8 minus 115, so a line movement towards the over. 55 or opened up at 155. It's down to a 147 for the Rays. So an 8-cent line movement towards the Guardians and a 5-cent line movement towards the over in this one, suggesting that the bullpen game for Tampa gets hit a little bit here. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game. 45% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the under. 62% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Rays, and the lines move towards the Guardians. So that's kind of 61% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Rays, and the lines move towards the Guardians, which is kind of interesting there. Telling me that the Guardians are probably live in this game. Let's take a look at the ballpark, pal, in this one here. It's Tropicana Field. I don't know why I keep trying to look it up. We have Sean Armstrong and Gavin Williams. Sean Armstrong is a bullpen piece. He's not going to go more than 2 innings. His last start, he went 2 innings, gave up no runs on no hits against the Cardinals. Let's take a look at, on the other side, Gavin Williams, 1.80 ERA, 1.28 whip, 10.8 strikeouts per nine, which is 29%, 5.4 walks per nine, a 293 BABIP, a 2.79 FIP, and a 4.50 Sierra. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Rays here. 4.08 FIP, 3.31 Sierra compared to 4.53 FIP and 4.11 Sierra in this one. I think Gavin shoves in this one. Looking at the thing is, though, looking at the line movement in this spot, it's moved towards the over. Only 5 cents, but money coming in on the under and the line moving towards the over tells me that they think runs will be scored in this game, which is interesting. I'm leaning towards the Guardians' first 5 at plus 125. That's kind of where my first thoughts are going for this game. But I think I'm going to stay off for this spot. I lean Guardians early. And yeah, screw it. I'm going to pull the trigger. Guardians' first 5 money line plus 125 in this game. If you want to just take the first 5 plus a half, it's minus 115. I don't think that's a bad look either. But I'll grab the plus 125 here with the Guardians early. Murphy?
Normally I never do something like this. I want to double up on this game. I want to go Cleveland and the under. Feel like it's threading the needle, but I could easily see this being a 2-1 Cleveland win. Gavin Williams has been really sharp over his last couple of starts, and they were against actual quality teams. I believe he had a really good start against Houston, where he only allowed. Let's look. Last couple of starts. Toronto, no earned runs, 1 hit, 12 strikeouts, 7 innings. Fantastic.
He's been awesome.
Houston, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, and 5 innings, 6 strikeouts. Good start. Why did he lose? Because they got no hit. Kansas City, no earned runs, 3 hits, 4 innings, whatever. 1 earned run, 5 hits, 4 innings against Philly, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, and 5 innings versus Texas. So he's actually looked good. He's allowed 2 earned runs or less in his last 5 starts. Going up against Sean Armstrong, which it's going to be a bullpen game. We know this. But Armstrong's been solid. That's why I think you get 2 solid innings out of Armstrong's shutout game. And I could see this one being a masterclass 1-0, 2-1, 2-0 Guardians game at the end. So, Nick, let's double up on this one. Let's grab the Guardians plus 136 and the under at 8 at minus 102.
I'm going to say not so fast, my friend, on the under. With the line moving the way it is, because I mentioned it here, 48% of the tickets and 82% of the cash is on the under, and they're making the under more appealing to bet. Something tells me we see runs in this game. So I'm going to say no over or no under. I lean over in this game.
I hope it's Cleveland runs.
I think it will be.
But Cleveland doesn't go over.
No, but actually I was looking at it here a little bit. An interesting play. Minus 130, Cleveland, first 5, team total over 1.5. I think they can get 2 runs in the first 5 innings. I don't think that's asking too much in this one here.
Yeah, maybe. But happy Gavin Day.
Yeah. There we go. The Red Sox, get hard. They love to beat the Jays as well. Yeah, but they're not playing the Jays. Yeah. Over 8, I can see it. Nerfy. Yeah. Guardians first 5, Rays full game. I can see that as well. I absolutely can, because the Guardians bullpen is not very good. It's just not. Tampa Bay money line. I can see it. Last game before these 7 o'clock games, Minnesota Twin. Just the one Twin, apparently. There we go. Twins, minus 110 favorites against the Philadelphia Phillies in this one here. We have line history between this one. Lopez and Walker. Line opened up at a minus 120 for the Phillies. It's now minus 118 for the Twinnies. So a big line movement towards Minnesota. Line opened up at a 9. It's now a 9 at 9 even money. It's now a 9 at minus 105. Let's take a look at the cash flow here. See if it represents a move towards the over and a move towards Minnehaha. 75% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the Twins. The lines move towards the Twins. I am fine with that. 65% of the tickets and 94% of the cash is on the under, though, and the lines move towards the over. This game, they're taking all your under money and they're welcoming more. Citizens Bank Park plus 10% runs today, plus 28% home runs, plus 4% double triples, minus 5% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Taijuan Walker and Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez, 3.52 ERA, 1.14 whip, 10.27 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 1.76 walks per 9, a 3.08 BABIP, but a 3.69 FIP, and a 3.22 Sierra. On the other side, Taijuan Walker, 3.86 ERA, 1.29 whip, 5.64 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%. 3.26 walks per 9, a 2.69 BABIP, a 4.49 FIP, and a 5.37 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards Minnehaha. 4.39 FIP, 3.88 Sierra compared to 4.91 and 4.83. Hitting advantage goes towards the Twins. 126 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 96, which is 20th. Everything for me is pointing towards Minnesota in this game. I think they have the pitching advantage with Lopez over Walker. They have the hitting advantage, and they have the bullpen advantage. The line's moving towards them. Money's coming in on them, but they've gone from dog to favorite. And I want to invest in the Twins today. And I think this is going to be probably one of my bigger plays of the day here on the Minnesota Twins. First 5 money line, minus 133. Full game money line, minus 118. Team total over 4.5, minus 115. I'm going to be on all 3 of those.
The only problem is that the Phillies are just not losing. 7-3 their last 10. They actually, they look good right now. And so there's one other big problem, Nick, that you're going up against a trend that I really like. Taijuan Walker is the 2nd most profitable pitcher in baseball, only behind Dean Kramer. And the Philadelphia Phillies are, I believe it was 17-7, 17-6. When Taijuan Walker pitches and you're up 9.09 units, only guy ahead of him is Dean Kramer. And I can't fade that. I've been backing him a bunch because he's been making me money and he's been one of the more profitable pitchers. Pablo Lopez has been good this year. I'll give him that. I'm just not backing him today. I would be going Phillies if I did anything in this game.
All right. Yeah, I think the Twins are one of my favorite positions today so far.
Have fun.
Back to the chat. I'm going to track these plays and then post up my afternoon card.
Okay. Where did you leave off?
I left off. There we go.
I was looking at that line move towards the over. Also, Tim, especially with everyone being on the under. I'm guessing it's a Cleveland game.
It is.
I just think Gavin shoves today, and he never gets run support. I'm on Twins first 5. Good luck. I'm on the Phillies. I was also leaning Twins first 5 last night. I think the Twins are going to let everyone down today. I think it's possible. Scary. It is scary to go up against a 17-6 trend, Nick.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Let's go to the game.
I don't really care about trends like that, to be completely honest. Not saying that people who do are, whatever, but I don't care. I don't. Pittsburgh Pirates are -110 favorites, total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching match, or looking at the line history here. And this one between Williamson and Jackson. Line opened up at a -110 for the Pirates. Here we go again. They're -108. Line's flipped. Will I fall for it again? Probably. Line opened up at a 9.5 even money. It is still a 9.5 at even money. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, as we have 42% of the tickets and 68% of the cash is on the Reds. And they said, here you go. You can have the Reds. They were a favorite, and now you can have them as a dog. 67% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the over. The line's not moved. The line's not moved at all on the total here. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal here for PNC Park. Plus 8% runs, -3% home runs, plus 15% double triples, plus 3% singles. That is the 5th best hitting conditions on the slate. Brandon Williamson versus Andre Jackson. Williamson with a 3.45 ERA, 1.12 WHIP, 8.16 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 3.14 walks per 9, a 2.39 BABIP, a 4.77 FIP, and a 4.51 SIERA. On the flip side, we have Andre Jackson, which looking him up real quick, I think he's going to go 3 innings. His last few starts, he's gone either 2 or 3 innings. He hasn't given up a run in the previous 3 starts or appearances. He went 2 innings against the Braves, gave up nothing. He gave up. Went 3 innings against the Brewers, gave up nothing. He went 3 innings against the Dodgers, gave up nothing. That was in the 9-0 win against the Dodgers there on June 10th. He has pitched twice in the last 30 days, and he's pitched a combined 5 innings. So it looks like a little bit of a bullpen game for the Pirates here. The bullpen advantage goes towards Pittsburgh here. 4.11 FIP, 3.74 SIERA compared to 4.69 and 3.93. Hitting advantage goes towards the Reds here. 81 WRC plus, which is 28th, compared to 74, which is 24th. So kind of an interesting spot here. You look at the tickets real quick and the line movement. The line has not moved, which tells me that they're not scared of all that over money. They're just not. I think Jackson can come out and pitch well here. The Reds are not hitting as of late, and I see this as an under. I see this as an under game. I'm going to go under 5 in the first 5 at -112 in this one. I see this as a low-scoring matchup.
I want nothing to do with this game. It's going to be a bullpen game for Pittsburgh.
I lean Pittsburgh as well.
And it's Brandon Williamson, which I don't really trust. This game is just ugly. It's a pick 'em again like it was yesterday. But we've seen this before, Nick. Remember that one series? I think it was 4th of July weekend. It was Cincinnati, 4 games against Washington. There were pick 'ems every single game. And then Cincinnati took 3 out of 4, and we were stupid and grabbed Washington almost every single time. I see Cincinnati probably running away with the series again. That Central Division is actually a little bit more competitive than we thought. And they're actually making their way up towards, like, I don't know, being a competitive division with all the other ones. That getting the 6th seed in the 6 wild card spots not going to be like the easy cakewalk division winner.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. I'm staying away from this one. This one's gross.
Yeah, I mean the side's a pick 'em. I mean
It is.
So back to the chat. I'm just putting up a couple more, posting something.
Yo. Titans money line plus 145.
Nope.
You're already on the other side?
Yep.
He's on the Bears. Pirates, good luck. 1-1 so far this preseason. You're doing better than Nick. Pirates, first 5. I feel like if you bet all the NFL dogs today, you could profit.
I'm on a bunch of favorites, so I disagree.
You're on all the favorites.
I'm on Baltimore, the Rams, the Bears, the Panthers. Yeah, I'm on a bunch of favorites.
Pirates, first 5. Pass. Under. I could see that under. Gonna try Bills money line too. Good luck.
Oh, it's the gorgeous matchup here. This one pissed me off yesterday because it was a solo shot with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th to ruin the push for the first 5 under 5. Let's get into this one. The Washington Nationals are taking on the Oakland Athletics in this spot here. Absolute marquee matchup of the day. Who's ready to lay minus 137 with the Washington Nationals? Line opened up at a 140. It's down to a 137. Line opened up at a 9, and it's up to a 9.5. So the line movement towards the over and a line movement towards the Oakland Athletics. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. 52% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Athletics, and the lines move towards Oakland. 41% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the over, and the lines moved up that direction, telling me the over could be the look in this game. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for Nationals Park. The best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 14% runs, 11% home runs, 15% double triples, 4% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, it's ugly. Luis Medina and Jake Irving. Luis Medina, 2.79 ERA, 1.29 whip, 9.78 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 4.19 walks per 9, a 283 BABIP, a 3.32 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. On the flip side, Jake Irving, 5.68 ERA, 1.42 whip, 9.59 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 2.84 walks per 9, a 299 BABIP, a 6.31 FIP, and a 4.11 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Washington, 4.47 FIP, 4.12 SIERA compared to 4.83 and 4.64. Hitting advantage goes towards goes towards Oakland here, 100 WRC plus, which is 15, compared to 86, which is 25th. Both these pitchers are not very good. The money going towards the under, the line moving towards the over, kind of tells me that the over could be a look, but I don't trust the Nationals' offense to put up runs right now. I just don't. Against righties, they really struggle. I'm a pass. I'm just going to pass here. This is a game where I want to lean Oakland. Actually, the more and more I look at it, I lean Oakland. Maybe Oakland early. Oakland first 5 could be the look in this game. What type of number are we getting on that real quick? And then I'll pass it off. Plus 115. I kind of lean Oakland first 5.
You know what I think when I see this game?
1-800-GAMBLER.
No, not today.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
Sorry, it would have been just boring to play the 1-800-GAMBLER one again. This game is awful. I want nothing to do with this game for teams that are combined 84. Oof, I got to do math. 149. Yeah. No, thank you. Normally I love the bum fights, but I'm going to stay away from it today.
Fair enough. Back to the chat.
Oh, no, Nick. A's money line. Okay, have fun. Should we put the 1-800-GAMBLER for everybody who has a play in this game? 1-800. Good job, KK. Good work. For me, I feel like Medina pitches okay today.
Me too.
A's first 5. Let's do it, Nick. Fernando, I was thinking A's money line, but probably pass. I have the line moving to Washington with all the money on Oakland.
I saw the line open up at 140, and it's down to a 137.
He says Washington.
Where are you seeing Washington minus 115? I would love to know where you're seeing this.
Laughing, and KK thought the video for that's the video for this game. That's it. Either 1-800 or the dog shit. Either one. I just wanted to do something different today.
It opened up there on DraftKings. It opened up there on DraftKings. I'm gonna stay off the game, but yeah, we'll move on. Houston Astros taking on the LA Angels. The Astros minus 160 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history between JP France and Tyler Alexander. This line opened up at a minus 170. It's up to a minus 160. It's down to a minus 162. An 8-cent line movement towards the LA Angels. Line opened up at a 9 minus 125. It's up to a 9.5 minus 115. So it's moved up half a run, and it's moved 8 cents towards the Angels. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Woo. 77% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on the under in this game, and the line's moved up. 16% of the tickets and 34% of the cash is on the Angels, and the line's moved towards the Angels. Or 84% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the Astros. Line's moved towards the Angels in this spot here. Tells me maybe the Angels are alive in this game, but once again, we saw this yesterday where there was a big line move. At Minute Maid Park, the worst hitting conditions on the slate, but it's that way every day for Oakland, or not Oakland, Houston, with the roof closed. Looking at the pitching matchup, it sucks. Anderson, 3.54 ERA, 1.43 whip, 9.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 3.10 walks per 9, a 333 BABIP, a 332 FIP, but a 4.70 SIERA. On the flip side, JP France has been good lately. 1.57 ERA, 1.33 whip, 6.28 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 2.51 walks per 9, a 326 BABIP, but a 271 FIP and a 4.77 SIERA. Both these bullpens suck. 5.43 FIP, 4.16 for SIERA for the Angels, which actually have the slight advantage. 5.79 and 4.58 for the Astros. Hitting advantage does go towards Houston here in this one. 130 WRC plus, which is third in baseball against righties. Against lefties, my bad. And on the flip side, the Angels 109, which is 10th against righties. I like the over in this game. I think the over is 100% the play in this one. All the money coming in on the under, and they've only moved it up half a run. And I'm going to stay off a team total in this one here. I'm just going to go with the over 9.5 at minus 115 here.
I'm sorry, did we skip a game?
What do you mean?
Cardinals? Did we talk about the Cardinals game?
No, there was. I don't think there was a line.
It's right here. It's right above the Angels game.
Oh, then I totally skipped it. Yep, we'll bump that.
We'll switch around. That's fine.
Yeah,
I was off looking at some other things. Whenever you talk, I'm always scrolling through Twitter or something, see if I find any updates on some games and stuff. So, Angels, Astros. I like the Astros in this game. Angels have just fallen apart since the trade deadline. We all can laugh and everything. That's fine. Because they actually bought at the trade deadline and completely fell apart. How far are they back now? What is this? I'm pulling up the standing situation for these teams because we're in August now. We should be looking at what the teams are looking at. And I believe the Astros are 2.5 games back of Texas, and then they let's see, wild card for Angels. Angels are now 6.5 games back of the wild card. Yikes! Have fun with that one. I'm not really interested in going after anything Angels related. I think they suck. I would go Astros run line if I'm betting anything in this game. I'm okay with JP France. he's been actually quite solid his last couple of starts, although he only went 3 innings his last start. Oh, no, sorry. It was a relief outing. But in the last 7 games that the Astros have that he's pitched in, the Astros have won. And in 6 out of the 7, they covered a run line. The only time they didn't was a 4-3 win against Texas. So when he pitches, they win. I kind of like the Astros run line in this game.
Fair. I wanted to find a way to double down on this over. I didn't want the team total over for either the Astros was 5.5, and I don't know if I can trust the Angels for over 4.5. I ended up grabbing the first 5 over 5 as well at -123. I think that we can get a lot of early runs in this one as well.
There you
go. Bum fight, yes. Angels money line. Do you hear the car in the background there?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Angels money line for Munchie. I can see it. Houston is that team right now. I'm not betting against them. Yep. They're going to win the division. I'm sticking to that. John Singleton went off last night. Yep.
Did you hear about that story? Hold on. Did you hear about the story?
No.
He was one of their Singleton was one of the Astros' top prospects in 2015. He went through a bunch of the minor stuff, but got suspended 3 times due to testing positive for marijuana. He ended up getting released because they ruled him addicted to whatever. He had an addiction, a problem. He ended up going to therapy for 3 years, played in the Mexico League, then got called up by the Astros. And finally, his first home run after starting his pro career 2,935 days ago.
Wow.
So
props
to Mr. Singleton right there.
Yeah. And that's stupid. They shouldn't suspend over marijuana, but that's another story.
Yeah, we're
Stars run line, doubling, first 5. There you go. Rolling with my boy LJ from H-Town. Yep. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Astros run line. Yeah. I watched Singleton in AAA in 2014. He started with the Brewers this year.
Yep.
There you go. I guess the Broncos were the real slaughter game of the night. What an epic fail. Killed 6 and 8-teamer. Yikes. We'll move on to the next matchup here. We have the St. Louis Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals. Cardinals -135 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here in this spot between St. Louis and KC. St. Louis opened up at a -150. It's now down to a -137. So a 13-cent line movement towards KC. Line opened up at 10 even money. It's now down to a 9.5 at even money. So it's moved down half a run, and it's moved towards the Royals. Line, let's take a look here. 79% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the under, which is going to keep me off the under in this game. 63% of the tickets and 80% of the cash is on the Royals. The line has moved towards those Kansas City Royals. Kauffman Stadium +7% run, -8% home run, +8% doubles, triples, +9% singles. So the hitting conditions are not bad in Kauffman today. Both these pitchers have been pretty good, though. Steven Matz, 1.65 ERA, 0.92 whip, 9.09 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 1.43 walks per 9, a 2.41 BABIP, a 2.69 FIP, and a 3.70 SIERA. On the other side, Cole Ragans has been good as well. 1.02 ERA, 1.08 whip, 11.21 strikeouts per 9, which is 31%, 2.04 walks per 9, a 3.41 BABIP, a 1.46 FIP, and a 3.00 SIERA. Open advantage going towards the Cardinals, 3.47 FIP, 3.82 SIERA compared to 5.31 and 4.8. Hitting advantage going towards the St. Louis Cardinals, 119 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to the Royals, 84, which is 21st. I wanted to back the under in this game. I did. Not with 99% of the cash on it, though. That's a stay off for me. That is a red flag. That is a no thank you. That is a pass. So pass for me here.
Man, I want to go right back after the Royals. I want to treat the Cardinals the same way that we treat the Mets. They sold at the deadline, and they're just done. I know it's Cole Ragans. That's fine. It's against Steven Matz. By the way, Cole Ragans has actually looked quite solid. Last 3 starts at combined 2 earned runs. So he's looked good. Steven Matz has looked good too. So I will say that. Last 4 starts allowing 2 earned runs for him. So these are 2 pitchers that are actually pitching quite solid as of late. I would kind of lean towards the under. But if I'm going after anything in this game, I want to go after Kansas City. I know it sounds a little weird because they are 38 and 80. It's close to a Peckham price, plus 120 area. I like Kansas City in this game, though, Nick.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting pretty close to cashing that KC under win total, and it's mid-August. So I'm staying off this game. I wanted to back the Cardinals and the under, but nothing formulated for me there. To the chat, Wainwright / Keuchel parlay was a success. There you go. Cards team total over. I can see. I was leaning under, so now I can't see that. We were playing with house money thanks to the Royals money line and reverse run line last night. There you go. Royals first 5, Cardinals full game. It's not a bad look. Pass. Royals run line. Thoughts on Jags, Bears, Panthers, and Ravens. I am on the last 3. I lean Cowboys just because of Doug Peterson's preseason history. But no, I'm on the last 3, though. Pass. Weird, the line movement for the Ravens game went back down. Usually I'd be afraid. When it comes to the Baltimore Ravens in the preseason, I don't care. I really don't. Because those are just the people thinking, oh, they got to lose eventually. So we'll move on, though. Milwaukee Brewers against the Chicago White Sox. The Brewers minus 155 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Take a look at the line history here in this spot. As we have, there we go, Brandon Woodruff and Schultens. The pitching matchup here. Line opened up at 160. It's down to a 157. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's down to an 8. So a line movement, small line movement towards the White Sox and a half-run line movement towards the under. We have, okay, this is going to keep me off the under. 87% of the tickets and 98% of the cash is on the under. Just everybody all over this under. And 78% of the tickets and 93% of the cash is on the Brewers. And the lines move towards the White Sox. Telling me that the White Sox may be live in this game. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal here for American Family Field. Except we're not. No, it's Guaranteed Rate Field. My bad. Which is the 3rd best hitting conditions on the slate, plus 11% runs, plus 24% home runs, minus 5% doubles, triples, and plus 3% singles. Something tells me the over could be an interesting look in this one. Looking at the pitching matchup, Brandon Woodruff, which I believe has pitched 1 game since returning off the IL.
I think so. Sounds about right.
He has pitched 3 games. My bad.
3 games.
Wow.
He's pitched one game
returning off the IL. The first 2 games were in the beginning of the season.
I was about to say. Right. I just looked at that saying April.
He went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned runs on 4 hits, and struck out 9. Gave up 2 home runs, but very nice performance. Granted, it was against the Pirates. And on the flip side, I think this is Jesse Schultens has gone at least 6 innings in back-to-back starts now. So he's becoming a little bit more of a starter here. So expect him to be stretched out a little bit. Let's take a look at the numbers here. I'm not going to go over Woodruff. We already went over him. He's only had 1 start. Schultens, 2.41 ERA, 1.13 whip, 8.68 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 1.93 walks per 9, a 3.04 BABIP, a 4.07 FIP, and a 3.63 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Brewers, 4.08 FIP, 3.27 SIERA compared to 4.29 and 4.01. Slight hitting advantage towards the White Sox, 82 WRC plus, which is 26th, compared to 81, which is 24th. Hard pass in this game. No interest for me in this one at all. Maybe go contrarian and take an over, but I don't trust either of these teams to get any offense going. So stay off. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. This was one of the easier ones to just kind of cross out. And with coming later in the season, I'm going to start betting less and less games in the MLB just because a lot of the teams are kind of checked out by now. White Sox, definitely checked out. Although they put up a fight last night. The White Sox team. I thought the White Sox were going to win the division.
Nope.
I have a division ticket for them. They're 23 games under 500.
I told you they're going to be bad.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm staying completely away from this game. No, thank you.
Fair. We'll head. Nope, do not want to click that. I'll head back to the chat here. I also have the under-win totals for the Royals. Yep, it was a good day. Okay, Brewers. I'm actually 2-1 in the preseason. Had the Vikings, Lions, Commanders, and Bengals. That's 2-2. That's 2-2. The Bengals lost, the Vikings lost, but the Commanders and the Lions won. That's not 2-1. It's 2-2. White Sox money line. Kind of lean that way. Marlins Nerfy. I can see it. We don't have a Marlins line because there's no Marlins lines here. So
there's no Yankee pitcher.
Yeah. San Diego Padres are dogs against the Arizona Diamondbacks, minus 130 for the D-backs, total of 9 in this game. Zach Gallen in this one, taking on good old Dick Mountain. Line opened up at a 170. Immediately went down within an hour to 149, and since then it's continued to move down. Line opened up in a 9 at even money. It's up to a 9.5. It's up to a 9 at minus 110. So a 10-cent line movement towards the over and a big line movement towards the Padres here in this spot. Let's take a look here at the cash flow in this one. 72% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks. The lines move towards the Padres. 26% of the tickets and 51% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the over. So looks like sharp money coming in on this over here as well, which I don't understand because the Diamondbacks are not doing anything offensively. I want nothing to do with an over with the Diamondbacks right now. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal, which has Chase Field at plus 4% runs, minus 5% home runs, plus 13% double triples, 0% singles. Rich Hill and Zach Gallen. Rich Hill has not been very good. I will say that now. 6.38 ERA, 1.67 whip, 6.38 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 3.38 walks per 9, a 3.29 BABIP, a 5.52 FIP, and a 5.24 SIERA. On the other side, Zach Gallen's been okay. 4.60 ERA, 1.18 whip, 9.19 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%, 2.3 walks per 9, a 2.99 BABIP, a 4.67 FIP, and a 3.78 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Padres here. 4.03 FIP, 4.02 SIERA, compared to 5.81 and 4.44 for the Diamondbacks. They've been bad. And the hitting advantage, even though the Padres 101 WRC plus, which is 14th, is a massive one because the Diamondbacks are not hitting right now. 73 WRC plus versus lefties the last 30 days, which is 25th in baseball. This is pretty simple for me. The Diamondbacks have to prove to me they can win a game again. And I've been fading this Diamondbacks team a decent amount lately. And I'm going to go ahead and do it again here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to back Dick Mountain. And we're going to take the Padres first 5 at plus 123 and the Padres full game at plus 125. Until they can prove to me they can win a baseball game, I have absolutely no interest in this Arizona Diamondbacks team.
I agree. And this is coming from somebody that has A, division ticket for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and B, a Cy Young ticket for Zach Gallen. So I'm hoping he has a decent game, allows 1 run or 2 runs, and that's all he needs. But D-backs have lost 9 straight games.
Yeah.
And they still haven't won a game since the deadline.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody. I don't know why 72% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is coming in on Arizona too. Other than the Zach Gallen effect,
that's all it probably is, and they got to win eventually, right?
Yeah.
No, it's a San Diego spot for me here, for sure.
I like it. Back to the chat, Tim.
He didn't bet the Vikings.
Oh,
Anyways, I can never figure out the Brewers team out. When I play them, they lose. When I don't, they win. Correct. Stay away from AL Central game. Fair. Back Tim's boy, Zach Gallen. Yeah, normally it is. At home, K-props. Sure. In Arizona, I can't do Arizona today. Staying away from this game, anyone on the top got the Diamondbacks? No.
yeah, 72% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is the Diamondbacks.
There you go. Going back to the Man of Steel today. Yes, sir. Starling Marte on the IL, 1/50 cracks. If there's ever a game Arizona win, it's with Gallen.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of people are thinking. But
maybe that's why 72% of the tickets are on them.
Because it's Zach Gallen. But Zach's been our boy. Yeah, but the D-backs have lost 9 straight, and I'm not betting. I'll take the Padres.
Yeah. We'll keep moving on here. San Francisco Giants hosting the Texas Rangers. Giants -115 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Texas Rangers. Let's find this game. There we go. Heaney and Cobb. Line opened up at a -125. It's down to a -111. So a 14-cent line movement towards the Rangers. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's down to an 8. So a line move towards the under and a line move towards the Rangers, suggesting Andrew Heaney pitch as well. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one here. 50% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under. I have no cash flow on the totals, but I have 85% of the tickets is on the Rangers. Are on the sides, my bad. I have no cash flow on the side. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, which has Oracle Park as the second to worst hitting conditions on the slate, -6% runs, -29% home runs, +5% double triples, +4% singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here, which gives me really no confidence in an under here. But Andrew Heaney, 2.33 ERA, 1.11 whip, 8.33 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 3 walks per 9, a 271 BABIP, a 341 FIP, and a 4.29 SIERA. On the other side, Alex Cobb, 4.55 ERA, 1.30 whip, 6.83 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 2.93 walks per 9, a 263 BABIP, a 613 FIP, and a 4.36 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants, 3.25 FIP, 3.90 SIERA compared to 4.59 and 3.62. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rangers here, 121 WRC plus, which is 5th, compared to 78, which is 29th. This is a stay off spot for me. I was looking towards the under in this game. Neither of these pitchers really give me that much confidence in an under. I know the line's moving that direction. This is stay off for me, though.
I like the Giants in this one, Nick. Alex Cobb, the Giants are 15-6 when he pitches, 71.4%. And that's up 6.48 units. I was looking through the top 10, and holy crap, there's a name on here that I never would have expected to see.
What?
They're 11-13, up 5.76. Mr. Patrick Corbin is number 9 in most profitable pitchers. Anyways, Cobb's been up there pretty high, and he's been pitching well. I like the Giants in this one, minus the 115.
Sure. Back to the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at a couple of things real quick to see if I want to add anything to.
Hard to trust the bats. I believe the Pods have better. Yeah. Giants money line. Yes. Giants should know Heaney from his Dodger days. Giants first 5, lean Nerfy too. I like it. Pass. It's fair. Can't lose with a pass. 2 games left, Nick.
Yep. Sorry, I'm looking up what the Carolina Panthers are looking to try to do with their quarterback situation here. See if I want to add their first half as well. Los Angeles Dodgers and the Carolina Panthers. Colorado Rockies. The Dodgers are minus 285 favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at this Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here, as we have the Dodgers here. Oh, it's Peter Lambert and Tony Gonsolin. Tony Gonsolin, obviously somebody I've mentioned before that I'm not a huge fan of, and Peter Lambert, not somebody I don't think I'm particularly interested in either. Minus 315 is where this line opened. They were going to be minus 300 fade, but for the second straight day, it's dropped below the minus 300 line. We are safe. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 115. It's now a 9.5 at minus 110. Lines move towards the over. Lines move towards the rocks. Let's take a look here. 59% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the Rockies. No surprise there. But the run line, 47% of the tickets and 76% of the cash is on the Dodger run line. We have 84% of the tickets and 45% of the cash is on the over. Lines move towards the over, but it seems kind of tricky there. Let's take a look at Dodger Stadium here. Plus 5% runs, plus 14% 14% home runs, 0% double triples, minus 1% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Peter Lambert and Tony Gonsolin. Lambert, 4.26 ERA, 1.11 whip, 5.21 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%. 3.32 walks per nine, a 2.24 BABIP, but a 4.22 FIP and a 5.25 SIERA. On the flip side, Tony Gonsolin, 5.88 ERA, 1.35 whip, 6.92 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%. 3.46 walks per nine, a 2.82 BABIP, but a 5.5 FIP and a 5.15 SIERA. Both bullpens have been bad. Slight edge towards the Dodgers, 4.51 FIP, 4.62 SIERA compared to 4.79 and 4.5. Hitting advantage does go towards the Dodgers here, 126 WRC plus, which is fifth, compared to 73, which is dead last. I would like to back the over in this game. I don't know if I can rely on the Rockies to score any runs, though. The Rockies are one of the worst hitting teams in baseball, and to rely on them to do anything for an over scares the crap out of me. It is a 9.5. Their team total is a 3.5. For the first five, it's a 1.5 at minus 125. I think that's kind of interesting a little bit there. I really have no interest in this game, kind of. I would love to back the over if only the Rockies can do anything on offense. That would be cool. But because I have a feeling if I bet this game over the total, I'm expecting the Dodgers to go out there and give me 9 runs. Is what I'm expecting here. What have the Rockies done offensively? 1-1, and they scored 6 and 7 against Milwaukee. 1-1-2-9, 1-5-4. Like, you can't trust this team.
No.
But I think they can get to Gonsolin, is the thing. What's your thoughts?
I want nothing to do with this game. I was already on the Rockies the first 2 games. I'm done with them. And I'm not touching the Dodgers. Total, once again, how much are the Dodgers going to put up? If they're going to put up 5, it may not go over. If they're going to put up 9, it's going to go over by themselves. So this one was kind of I like the last game. I do not like this game. This one's kind of ugly to me.
Yeah. Do I just move on this over 9.5? I definitely think the Dodgers get to Lambert. I don't think that's too much of a question. They're 5.5 at minus 120 for the team total. I'm going to do it. Over 9.5, Colorado and LA. Give me the over.
Good luck to you.
Right.
The Baltimore parlay, Orioles and Ravens. Yes. Money line is plus 246 for the spread on the Ravens is plus 385. Might just double down on Ravens first half as well if I can.
Ooh, that's a good look.
Ravens, Rockies money line. Good luck. Let's go Munchies. This is going to make or break me. Rockies money line and first 5. Good luck to you. Rockies. Good luck to you. I don't want anything to do with that game. Final game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, let's get into it. Baltimore Orioles and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners minus 160 favorites, total of 8 in this game. Mariners coming in off of a very nice win last night. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. It opened up at a 160. It's down to a 155. So it has moved 5 cents towards Baltimore. This line did seem a little wide. I will say that. It did seem a little wide for the Orioles. Line opened up at a -120 to the over 8. It's now down to a -105 for the over 8. So a 15-cent line movement towards the under in this one as well. So a line movement towards the under and a line movement towards Baltimore. 54% of the tickets and 92% of the cash is on the Mariners in this game, and the lines move towards the Orioles. 50% of the tickets and 74% of the cash is on the under in this game, and I believe the lines move towards the under as well. So that one kind of makes sense there. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one here, as we have T-Mobile Park -4% runs, plus 1% singles, -11% doubles, triples, plus 1% singles. Take a look at the pitching matchup here, which is Cole Irving versus George Kirby. Irving, 5.23 ERA, 1.55 whip, 10.45 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 3.48 walks per nine, a 3.44 BABIP, a 3.66 FIP, and a 3.67 SIERA. On the flip side, George Kirby's been good. 4.18 ERA, 1.07 whip, 11.25 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%, 1.39 walks per nine, a 3.24 BABIP, a 3.27 FIP, and a 2.98 SIERA. Both these bullpens have been good. 3.50 FIP, 3.24 SIERA compared to 3.33 and 3.59. Hitting advantage goes towards Seattle in this game. 120 WRC plus, which is 6th, compared to 95, which is 21st. The market's kind of telling me that the Orioles could be a decent look in this game. My numbers are saying that the Mariners have the better pitcher, the Mariners have the better offense, and the Mariners have the better bullpen.
Well,
right now.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say it is a bullpen game for the Orioles. So
Cole, yeah, I don't really trust Cole Irving here. This is going to be just a stay off.
He's only going to go an inning.
Oh.
He's a bullpen game.
I thought he was a starter.
No, he's a bullpen game now. He's a bullpen pitcher.
Weird, because he was a starter in Oakland. Okay, he was a starter earlier in the year. He was,
but he's not anymore.
I mean, he hasn't been bad. He had one bad game where he gave up 4 runs in an inning and a third against the Yankees. Other than that, obviously he hasn't been going much. But the guy's only giving up 1 earned run per appearance recently. He's only going 2 1/3, but the 4 earned run appearance killed everything for him. Yeah. So that one's kind of an interesting thing here, because bullpen game versus George Kirby. Maybe you go Baltimore first 5. Maybe Baltimore early is the play, because I think Seattle can take over late. The one thing that I think is the advantage of Baltimore, though, with the blowout last night, is Cano and Batista will be fully fresh and ready to go tonight.
Correct. I wouldn't be worried about. I know it's a slight bullpen advantage to Seattle. Both bullpens are really, really solid.
Yeah. Both bullpens are really good. I said, and this is one where if you like the under, I'm a first 5 only under guy. These are 2 elite bullpens. I have no problem with a full game under here. Like, I would have no problem with that. At a plus 150, I think the Orioles are worth a stab here early. And full game plus 142 is interesting as well. The market's telling me that the Orioles are the look. I don't do this often, but I'm going to grab big plus money here. Baltimore plus 150 first 5. Baltimore plus 142 full game.
Yeah, I like Baltimore in this one too.
Which means the Mariners are going to win by 13 runs tonight.
Oh, shut up. I think I look back at it, and I know I gave it out during ball now. I didn't end up betting it. That was a tough spot for the Orioles. I think this is
it was. I said that yesterday. That's why
Orioles still the most profitable team in baseball, and it's not particularly close. They're up a little bit less than 4 units now, so I guess it's close. No, sorry, they're up 9 units. I was looking at road numbers. They're up 18 units on the road. Only team that's close to them. There's 2 teams that are close to them. Washington's up 17.5 units on the road, and Cincinnati's up almost 15 units on the road. Baltimore up 23 units altogether. Cincinnati and Washington up almost 15 together. I'm going to continue back Baltimore. It is what it is.
Does it? And this is one thing that this is kind of interesting to me. Actually, now looking at it makes me feel like the full game is probably the better play than the first 5. Because, I mean, the pitching advantage with Kirby with the first 5 makes sense why they're a bigger favorite. The Orioles are a bigger dog first 5 than they are full game, which you don't see very often. Which probably tells me that the Bucs think that Baltimore truly has a really big bullpen advantage here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Back to the chat, and then we'll do housekeeping and stuff.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Where do you leave off?
This is 4, so here.
Ride the BC train. Lions spread and over. Stampeders, wrong place, wrong time today. 100% agree. And I want to find a way to get on the Lions for one more. I think of the team total over, maybe the look. Or actually, I'm going to disagree with it over. I'm looking more towards, I think, Calgary's team total under. Because if you lose last week 50-14, what do you think is being emphasized in practice this week?
Defense.
There you go. I would look more towards the Calgary Stampeders team total under rather than the full game over. Under in the Sparks game, over in the Wings game, Dallas first half.
I like the Sparks today, and I like the over in the Wings.
I still have to cap the WNBA. I want to take Baltimore, but Seattle just keeps winning. Pass. Yeah.
They're in
The
WNBA.
Orioles beat the pink fluff ball Kirby. There you go.
Oh, get it. Haha.
A $2 MGM, BetMGM free play on the Ravens. Don't mind if I do. Good luck today, y'all. Treading lightly in baseball, or else I'll end up with 30 plays on the day with my UFC picks. Good luck. Wow, Washington and Cincinnati, what happened to Arizona and Atlanta?
They are no longer on the current top 5 most profitable teams in baseball are the Baltimore Orioles, Cincinnati Reds, Washington Nationals, Texas Rangers, Boston Red Sox. That's your top 5. And then your next 5 will be Milwaukee, Detroit, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and Dodgers. Arizona is now negative for the year.
Wow. Yeah. Grab the Rangers money line plus 114. Had a boost. Got them to plus 174. Jeez. Not the best UFC card tonight, that's for sure, but going to be a profitable night. I can see shaping it up to be. There you go. But that is everything for today's slate. That is the entire card. So that means it is time, Tim, for
housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Yes, and I probably should have had all the links ready to go. I'll be putting them in the chat as Nick talks over. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description and what will end up being in the chat. I'll be putting the Instagram, the Twitter, and the TikTok all in there. We're trying to really grow. Trying to hit 200 followers on Instagram. We're trying to continue to roll with TikTok, which we're trying to get up to 1,200 now on TikTok. We're up to 1107 on TikTok now, so that's kind of cool. Keep on rolling with that. And then Twitter. I believe we're continuing to grow on Twitter as well. What are we trying to hit on there? Earle Sports Bets. We're at 364, so we're trying to get to 400 on Twitter. Make sure you guys are following all 3 of those, as long as you're being subscribed to the YouTube channel. Recap for today. I like the under in the Mets game 1. I like the Cubbies, Red Sox run line, Guardians, and the under. I lean Philly. I like the Astros on the run line. I like the Royals today. I like the Padres money line. I like the Giants. And I like the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Mets Braves first 5 under 6. Got the Toronto Chicago first 5 under 4.5. Cleveland Guardians first 5 plus 125. Detroit and Boston over 10. Minnesota first 5 minus 133. Full game minus 118. And team total over 4.5 at minus 115. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, first 5 under 5. Double up on the over in Houston, first 5 over 5, full game over 9.5. San Diego, first 5 full game. Colorado, LA, over 9.5. Baltimore, first 5, Baltimore full game.
Sounds good. I forgot to do a Instagram pod for today. It'll be out on the soon. I'm going to be making it right now. It'll be the Padres.
The Padres. All right. Yeah, continue just to fade the Diamondbacks. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But that is everything for today's slate, right?
Should be, yeah.
Go back to the chat here, which is just you posting on that. It's the Twins. Let's get that cash. What's good, JPZ? Appreciate the intro as always. But that is everything for today's slate. We will catch you guys tomorrow with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Good luck, guys.